Were you here all this time, Lenny, from 6 o'clock, or you went home? Oh, that's good.
At the inauguration.
I'm here.
All set, Len?
Mr. Newman went home when he found out there was no business from the floor.
Yeah.
He said there's no reason for him to stay.
We miss you terribly. You know what it's for?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm happy to. Good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where to put.
I'm happy.
What?
You're fine? Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's town board meeting. It is our reorganization meeting for 2018. It's January 2nd. I will be reading off approximately 30 points of reference that we use for running our meetings and town hall. First item is report submittal to town clerk. Resolved that pursuant to town law, section 2910A, the supervisor shall submit to the town clerk within 60 days after the close of the fiscal year or within the further time as allowed by the state controller's office, a copy of the report to the state controller required by section 30 of the general municipal law, and the town clerk shall cause a summary to be published within 10 days after receipt thereof in a form approved by the state controller in the newspaper having circulation in the town of Mount Pleasant.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 2, petty cash fund. Resolved that petty cash fund is established in the following accounts. Controller, $200, recreation, $700, town clerk, $100, town engineer, $100, police, $1,100, building department, $100, water and sewer, $200, justice, $100, receiver of taxes, $100, highway, $200, and assessor, $100.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo, second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bank depositories. Resolved that the following banks be designated as depositories: J.P. Morgan Chase and Thornwood, TD Bank, White Plains, New York, Signature Bank, New Rochelle, New York, the Westchester Bank, Thornwood, New York, Orange Bank and Trust, it's Hawthorne, New York.
How about Sterling National Bank? Confusing them? Sterling National Bank?
No,
Or not?
no, Orange took that
Okay.
place in it.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Rubio, second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public official bonds. Resolved that pursuant to Public Officers Law, Section 11(2), a blanket undertaking shall be procured from any duly authorized corporate surety covering officers, clerks, and employees as their official undertaking in the following amounts. And it's all $500,000 for the supervisor, controller, receiver, superintendent of highways, town engineer, police chief, town clerk, and police.
Motion for approval.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, supervisors administrative authority. Resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to perform the day-to-day operation functions of town government.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Town Board meeting schedule. Resolved that the Town Board meeting shall be held on Tuesday evenings at Town Hall in Valhalla, New York at 8 p.m. For business meetings, 7 p.m. for work sessions, subject to modification by resolution of the Town Board. No notice shall be required for such meetings. The first and third Tuesday meetings shall be designated as work sessions. The second and fourth Tuesday meetings shall be designated as the official meetings. Residents who wish to speak at the business from the floor will be limited to 5 minutes as a courtesy to others. Public and press are invited to all meetings.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Boards, commissions, and council meetings. Resolved that scheduled meetings will be as follows. Planning Board, first Thursday of each month. Second meeting is the third Monday, which is optional. Zoning Board of Appeals, second Thursday of each month. Recreation and Parks Commission, the first Monday of each month. Conservation Advisory Council, fourth Monday of each month. Architectural Board of Review, third Thursday of each month.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Supervisor, I believe there was another paragraph that went with
Yes.
that. Thank you.
Further resolved that all meetings shall be held at the Mount Pleasant Town Hall, 1 Town Hall Plaza, Valhalla, New York, at 8 p.m., except for the Recreation Commission, which meets at 7, the Planning and Conservation Advisory Council, which meets at 7:30.
Move as amended.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Rubio, second by Mrs. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Advertisement of meetings. Resolved that the town clerk is authorized to publish in one issue of the Journal News the schedule of meetings as indicated in Resolution 918.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Designation of newspaper. The Journal News is designated as the newspaper to publish all notices pertaining to the business of the town.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Expenditure authorization. Resolved that each department head be allowed to spend up to $500 for purchases set forth in their respective budgets without requesting town board approval, but approval of the controller is required. Limit of expenditure for highway, recreation, traffic and safety, and water department shall be $1,500.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public official appointments. Resolved that in accordance with Article 2, Section 5 of the Public Officers Law, all appointments not specifically made by resolution of this organizational meetings shall be held over without appointment until the town board has had the opportunity to review each position, and salaries shall be in accordance with the 2018 budget.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Annual compensation. Resolved that the annual compensation and appointments are effective January 1st, 2018, and salaries of all elected, appointed management and confidential officers and employees shall be in accordance with the annual salary schedule unless otherwise designated by specific resolution of this board.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Ms. Siliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Code of Ethics. Resolved that the town clerk issue copies of the town code of ethics to all personnel who have not previously received the same, and be it further resolved that the town clerk notify the town board by January 21st, 2018, the names of any employees who fail to submit a disclosure form.
Move for approval.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Reports of commissions and boards. Resolved that the town clerk notify all persons and commissioners of boards that the minutes of all meetings shall be filed within 10 days of their approval, that monthly reports of the activities be filed with the supervisor's office no later than the 10th day of the succeeding month, and be it further resolved that the town clerk notify all chairpersons and commissioners that their respective annual reports be submitted no later than January 10th, 2018 for the 2017 year.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Car authorization for mileage. Resolved that personnel authorized to use personal cars on town business being reimbursed at a rate of 54.5 cents per mile.
Move for approval, please.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Smalley, second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Town observed holidays. Resolved that the town hall be closed on the following holidays: New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Election Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Friday after Thanksgiving, and Christmas Day.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Registrar of Vital Statistics. Resolved that Patricia June Scove is appointed Registrar of Vital Statistics at an annual compensation of $6,661. And be it further resolved that Susan Marmol is appointed Deputy to the Registrar at an annual compensation of $5,534.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Designation Liaison to Board of Elections. Resolved that Patricia June Scover is appointed Liaison to Board of Elections at a compensation of $3,331.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Designation Freedom of Information Officer. Resolved that Town Clerk Patricia June Scova is appointed Freedom of Information Officer.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Controller authorization to countersign. Resolved that Controller is authorized to countersign all checks issued by the town of Mount Pleasant by use of a facsimile signature plate. In absence of Supervisor or Controller, Deputy Supervisor or Deputy Controller are authorized to manually sign all checks issued by the town of Mount Pleasant.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of Supervisors, Confidential Secretary. Resolved that Janet Nicolai is appointed as Confidential Secretary to Town Supervisor from January 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2018. Ms. Nicolai will work full-time at an annual salary as per the 2018 budget.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of Town Attorney. Resolved that Darius Chapazeta is appointed Town Attorney for the town of Mount Pleasant through Harris Beach PLLC as an independent contractor per December 2013 agreement in the amount of $80,000 per year, effective December 1st, 2017 to December 31st, 2018, as an independent contractor to handle tax certiorari matters per December 2013 agreement in the amount of $24,000 per annual, effective December 1st, 2017 to December 31st, 2018.
Move for approval.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of Deputy Town Attorney, resolved that Christopher McClure be reappointed Deputy Town Attorney for a period of 1 year and an annual salary of $21,968.
Move for approval.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
Mr.
carries.
Supervisor, I'm going to recuse myself from this particular vote.
Mr. Rubio is abstaining from the vote. Appointment of Fire Inspector, resolved that Salvatore Pinelli is appointed Fire Inspector for the town of Mount Pleasant for the year 2018.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of Risk Management Coordinator, resolved that Daniel Alfiero is appointed Risk Management Coordinator at an annual salary of $7,150 for the year 2018.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of Superintendent of Building Maintenance, resolved that Salvatore Pinelli is appointed Superintendent of Building Maintenance at an annual salary of $6,261 for the year 2018 budget.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Planning Consultant Designation, resolved that Cleary Consulting is appointed as planning consultants for the advisory services at the hourly rates set forth in schedule submitted, but in the aggregate not to exceed the amount set forth in the 2018 budget, unless otherwise approved by the town board.
So
Move for
moved.
approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
That
Aye.
wasn't my motion, just for the record.
Mr. Rubio?
Happy to support it, but it was.
Motion by Mr. Rubio, second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Minimum value for property inventory. Resolved that the minimum value for property for preparation for the town's property inventory is $5,000 for infrastructure.
So moved.
Is that Mr. DiPaolo?
That is.
Yes, it is. And I'll second it just to further confusion.
Second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appointment of auditors for December 31st, 2017. Resolved that O'Connor and Davies is appointed as auditors for the December 31st, 2017 year-end audit.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Designation of committees and deputy supervisor pursuant to the authority vested by town law, section 63. The supervisor appoints the following committees. Now, you know, I could have done whatever I wanted here, but I gave you the opportunity. Public safety, police, traffic, and lighting, Mark Rubio, chairman, Paul Leva and Corey Antonecchia. Recreation and Parks, Lori Smalley, chairwoman, with Kelly Rizzi. Conservation Advisory Council, Stephen Cavey, chairman. Public Works, Highway and Building, Nicholas DiPaolo, chairman, with Peter Siliano and Salvatore Pinelli. Budget, Finance, and Assessments, Tom Siliano, chairman, with James Timmings and Maria Langewar. Liaison Office to Mount Pleasant Library, Councilwoman Lori Smalley. Deputy Supervisor Mark Rubio.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Scheduled meetings, January 9th will be our business session at 8 p.m. January 16th will be our work session at 7 p.m. If there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rubio,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.